Anthony Rendon, when you look at what he has done in his career at third base, .972 fielding percentage. He's been involved in 171 double plays from third base. He got Neto at shortstop. Can't wait to see that. Drury at second base, and Palmeiro playing first base. Matt Theis behind the dish, but Anthony Rendon, he is the anchor of that defense in the infield. There's no one better as far as coming in on a baseball in that arm. Those arm angles he throws from, so good at third base.
It should be noted, Preston Palmeiro playing first base. Jake Lamb was in the original lineup and was scratched due to glute tightness. Lamb has been told he is making the team, so he's expected to be on the opening day roster. That's because the Angels plan to put Jared Walsh on the IL. Walsh has been experiencing headaches and some bouts with insomnia. So Phil Nevin, who spoke about it before the game today, says that Walsh has been hooked up with a program in Utah, and he'll be taking the next couple of weeks to get things right in his head so he can come back and play baseball for the Angels here real soon. And the Angels expect Jared Walsh, who had to go good spring, was swinging the bat well, to be ready to go here in the next couple of weeks.
Looks like Tyler Anderson wants to know exactly where maybe the pitch timer is to be able to check it out. It's right over there by the dugouts and above us here.
You need it. Mookie Betts takes a strike. We are underway in Anaheim. The pitch clock timers for the pitchers to see are on the sides of the dugout. I actually just saw Anderson look like he was crossing the street. He looked both ways to get a glimpse of those timers. High pop-up off the bat of Betts. Should be easy for Preston Palmeiro, but it's not. It falls in. Well, it should have been easy, but Preston Palmeiro was inserted into the lineup just a little bit before game time due to the glute tightness for Jake Lamb. Couldn't see it.
Another soft contact against Tyler Anderson. Looking back, he was looking for some help. Sometimes as a second baseman, you want to see him maybe come over there and cut it off and make the play.
We're going to give Palmeiro an error. He's looking for some help from either Drury, the second baseman, or the right fielder, Renfroe, as Freddie Freeman fouls off the first pitch that he sees from his former teammate Tyler Anderson.
17 ground ball double plays turned behind him last year, so he's a guy that will get a fair share of ground balls, over 40% ground ball rate. See if he can get a ground ball double play after that tough play there to start the game.
Pitch up in the zone that Freeman could only get a piece of, and two quick strikes from Tyler Anderson on the perennial all-star, perennial MVP candidate Freddie Freeman. Hit 3 1/4 last year. Swats one toward the left field corner, long run, tough play. Taylor Ward is unable to get there as it moves into foul ground and out of play. Good effort from Ward, a ball that sliced into the seats along the left field side.
By the way, Wayne, how about this view right here? How beautiful is this?
This is lovely.
Yes.
It really is a beautiful night here in Anaheim. The stadium looks terrific as we get ready to start the 2023 season. That's snow peaks out there.
Yes.
Beyond the Honda Center in left center field. Freeman just taps one to Rendon. They get one out at second. They get 2 outs at first. A double play.
Boy, another good pitch there by Tyler Anderson. He's so crafty on the mound. Said that little breaking ball going away off the plate. He established a cutter in on Freeman early in the bat. Gets a cutter going away, slider, ground ball right to Rendon. The old 5-6-3 double play turn.
Yeah, good note that it was Neto, the shortstop, that took that throw from Rendon. The Angels shifted over a bit for Freeman. Not over shifted, because you can't go with 3 to the right side of second base anymore, but you can certainly pull that middle infielder that you want to play up the middle as close to second as you'd like. Here's Will Smith. Smith with a high fly ball, pretty deep. Ward going back, still going. Trout with him, but Ward up near the fence makes the catch to end the inning. Tyler Anderson works around an error to start the first. It's scoreless after a half.
92% still active? Seems high. Seriously? It's just a bike. Wait, they make a treadmill with an intuitive speed knob?
Yeah, want to try?
92% stick with it, so can you. Start a 30-day home trial today. Terms apply.
There's a story in every piece of land, written by those who work it, like the Upshots, the Nelsons, and the Caggianos. Run with us and start telling your story.
These caramel cold brew M&Ms are like M&Ms with a coffee shop vibe.
Maybe too much of a coffee shop vibe.
This next one is about the importance of friendship, so I'm gonna maintain eye contact while I sing it.
Oh boy.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now, there's Skyrizi.
Things are getting clearer. I feel free to bare my skin. Yeah, that's on me. Nothing and me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everyday.
Achieve clearer skin with Skyrizi. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clearer skin at 4 months. In another study, most people had 90% clearer skin, even at 4 years. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
It's my moment, so I just gotta say. Nothing is everyday.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to.
Now's the time to ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Jackie's debut with the 1947 Brooklyn Dodgers changed the course of history for America and for the Negro Leagues forever.
It's a glorious time for baseball. The champs, award winners, record breakers, and the rest are ready to play. While fans are ready to cheer.
Angels bat in the bottom of the first with Taylor Ward leading off, then Trout, Ohtani, Rendon. That will be the familiar top 4 in the Angels lineup. Hunter Renfroe bats 5th today. Matt Thaiss is behind the plate. Zach Neto's in the lineup, one of the top Angels prospects, hitting 8th and playing short for Phil Nevin and the Los Angeles Angels here tonight at Angels Stadium. There's Thor.
Thor on the mound. His fastball, you know, not that 99-mile-an-hour fastball, still 92, 96. He'll throw a slider, changeup, and curveball.
Syndergaard pours it in at 94. He's trying to get his velocity back. It still has not returned to where he was when he was a member of the New York Mets. Really hitting triple digits quite often back then. Syndergaard trying to get by with less. Had a decent season last year between the Angels and the Phillies. Made a start in the World Series in Game 5 against the Houston Astros last year. Gave up a couple of runs in 3 innings. Allowed a homer to Jeremy Pena, the eventual World Series MVP. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Taylor Ward.
The thing about Taylor Ward, too, no matter what the count, it doesn't seem like there's ever a panic in his approach at the plate, even though 0-2. Thor tried to get him to chase the fastball upstairs, just took it.
See if this stays up for Mookie Betts, moving into foul territory, and he was unable to get to it.
And my go-tos to have success against Syndergaard is you got to have that approach, driving and powering his 4-seam fastball. Gave up 5 homers, a slugging percentage over 600 versus 4-seamer, and you got to go the other way versus his changeup. If you try to pull, that's when he's going to get those ground balls.
Here's the slider. That used to be a big put-away pitch for Syndergaard. He's still really trying to find his way. Tommy John surgery zapped him out of really 2 seasons. 2020 and 2021. He made all of 1 start in those 2 years. Trying to paint the outside corner, but missed. Will Smith thought it was good enough, but Mark Ripperger, the home plate umpire, did not.
Yeah, that was about a baseball and a half off the outside corner. It started 0-2, as usual with Taylor Ward. It's a 3-2 count.
Pulls the ground ball into left field. A base hit for Ward.
How impressive is that at bat? 0-2, no panic, doesn't chase, gets a fastball, and then he gets that ground ball between short and third. That sinker down, keeps his hands inside the baseball, and finds that hole. Good at bat for Taylor Ward, giving Trout an opportunity with someone on.
Mike Trout will get an at bat here against Noah Syndergaard. Teammates for a half season last year when Syndergaard was an Angel. Trout looks at a strike, and it's 0-1. Mike Trout now has a golf course in his name. Trout National.
Yeah, you can only imagine. I text him right away in the morning. Go, yeah, I'm feeling pretty loose. I'm ready to play some golf.
Designed by Tiger Woods' team. 1 ball, 1 strike on Trout. It'll be in New Jersey. Trout National, the reserve. You gonna play it? You gonna hit the links out there in Jersey?
Yeah, oh, there's a guarantee of that one.
Hard hit grounder, but foul. Past Bill Hasselman, the third base coach for the Angels.
Trout historically has hit a lot of home runs in the first inning. Noah Syndergaard last season struggled himself in the first inning. Gave up 3 home runs, 9 stolen bases allowed in the first inning last year, an ERA over 6 in the first inning, then settled down.
Well, Syndergaard is always among the league leaders in stolen bases allowed. Two balls, 2 strikes on Trout. Noah not really someone who's going to pay a lot of attention to base runners as it is. He's slow to home plate, so he gives up a lot of steals, the most in the major leagues last year, and that's not the first time.
But the Angels, when you look at this lineup, not a lot of stolen bases in that. There's a lot of power, a lot of extra base hit type power in this lineup, so you're not going to see him stealing necessarily a whole lot of bases.
See if Ward tries to go here, though, on 3-2. Time is called. It's called by the batter, which is important to note because you only get 1 if you're a hitter. So Trout just used his 1 stoppage. Now he won't be able to call for time again. There goes Ward. Trout hits a high fly ball, left center field. It's deep. Thompson's back near the rocks, and it's gone. Home run, Mike Trout. And the Angels have taken a 2-0 lead in the first on the Dodgers.
Well, Trouty in the first inning, that power he has shown before a pitcher can settle in, and with that power, left center field up by the rock pile. I don't know if that was his driver, but pretty close to it. Since we're on that golf thing. No, it's probably this is 3-wood, this drive. This sounded good out of the box here.
Probably the only guy who could hit it out of Trout National, Mike Trout. And a 2-run home run off of Noah Syndergaard has put the Halos on top early. Here's Shohei Ohtani. There's a lot of damage to be done in this lineup, especially if Taylor Ward's on base to start a day. Ohtani aiming for the rock pile himself, but got under this one a bit. It'll be easy for Thompson, and there's 1 away.
Worked his full count, his back-to-back full counts, 94-mile-an-hour fastball, hard of the plate, knee high. That's a bad recipe to try to ever get Trout out there. And look how far this baseball goes for Trout. Fastball, middle down, 2-run home run.
So the first ball that flies out of Angel Stadium in 2023 off the bat of Mike Trout. Who else? Anthony Rendon takes the strike. Rendon's hit some homers off Syndergaard. I've seen them all. Quite some shots too from Rendon off Syndergaard when these two matched up in the National League East. Rendon's at .325 lifetime off of Syndergaard.
Exit velocity for Trout on that home run, 107.1 miles per hour, going 414 feet for Trout.
That'll play his first home run in spring training competition. Rendon out in front of this one, pulls it foul. They changed that play from the top of the first, which was an error on Preston Palmeiro, to a base hit. Rendon inside out. That's a swing he goes to quite often. And he takes his base hit to right with 1 out here in the first.
And a vintage swing for Anthony Rendon. He's not always up there trying to pull. He pulled one foul to stay back on this baseball inside out. Those hands just quiet, quick, line drive, right center, base hit.
Here's Hunter Renfroe. He looks at his strike. Highlighted Renfroe's power in our open. 60 home runs over the last 2 years. Syndergaard gets a new baseball. 29 last year with Milwaukee for Hunter Renfroe. Good protection in this lineup. Good length in the lineup now with Renfroe and then Drury in those 5 and 6 holes today. The Angels expect to have Jared Walsh back soon. Certainly Rengifo will get his starts. Urshela was in the lineup yesterday. David Fletcher could be back even as early as tonight, maybe tomorrow. 3-0 swing. Renfroe pops it up. Syndergaard watches Muncy come in from third to make the catch.
He's able to run that one. Fastball in and off on the handle of the bat for Renfroe. And there is some length in this lineup now for the Angels. As a pitcher going against it, there's never a time where you feel, okay, I can take a little bit of a breather.
Drury hits it right back up the middle. Well positioned was the second baseman Vargas. A force out to end the inning. First home run at Angel Stadium in 2023, and it comes off the bat of Mike Trout, a 2-run homer to give the Angels a 2-0 lead after 1.
The chicken or the egg? The question isn't which came first. It's which comes with peanut butter. Duh.
Get DirecTV with a 2-year price guarantee.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new Care Watch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The Care Watch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. The Care Watch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your Care Watch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your Care Watch right now. Operators are standing by.
Come on! Pitch the ball already. I can get my passport renewed faster than this. Oh, what are you doing with the bubbles? Why is he blowing so many bubbles? I'm going dancing tonight. Pick it up. This is why I'm excited about Major League Baseball. Getting rid of all this downtime with a pitch timer. You excited about that? Just pitchers doing what they're supposed to be doing. Pitching.
And our Hyundai key for the game today going calm down. Now using that soft contact, that change up down. Rima and Selena Gomez bringing us a little calm down. That change up down, soft contact, ground ball action for Tyler Anderson.
Strike called to J.D. Martinez, who's a big Selena Gomez fan, from what I understand.
Yeah, for sure.
Is she on that show? Is that her on that show? The Martinez with a pop-up foul, the one with Steve Martin and Martin Short. You see that one? The murders, only murders in the building. Finally, yes. Somebody helps me. Yeah, the whole truck's sitting here listening to me struggle. Finally, I get only murders in the building. That's that show. Selena Gomez.
That's perfection, Wayne.
No balls, 2 strikes on Martinez as he fouls off another.
As we get more in depth as the season progresses for Tyler Anderson, we're going to really highlight and talk about that soft contact, avoiding the barrel, and some of the reasons why he's so successful getting that soft contact when he's not overpowering upper 90s guy.
Martinez out in front of a cutter from Tyler Anderson that was up in the zone, fouled it off. Dodgers hoping there's still some thunder left in Martinez's bat. It's a different look for the Dodgers without Justin Turner and Trey Turner for that matter. Check swing, but Martinez didn't go.
You think right now after a four-seam fastball, they're just a little bit off the corner. Although J.D. Martinez knows the strike zone so well, you would think maybe he comes back with a changeup.
It is Anderson's bread and butter. On 1 and 2, he goes to that changeup, but missed just off the corner. Anderson has changed his grip over the last couple of seasons on that changeup. Martinez hits a high fly. Playable for Trout. He's got it for out number 1. Here in the top of the second as we send it downstairs right now to Erica Weston.
Hey Wayne, thanks very much. Yeah, a bit more clarity for the Halos as to what the opening day roster might look like. We found out before the game Jake Lamb, Matt Thaiss, and Logan O'Hoppe all will be there making the team for opening day. And as you mentioned, Jared Walsh and Max Stassi will start the season on the injured list. So very exciting for Jake Lamb, Matt Thaiss, and Logan O'Hoppe getting the start on opening day as well. But as you also mentioned, Jared Walsh should be a quick return dealing with those headaches and insomnia. They're optimistic he is still doing baseball activity. Max Stassi had that hip issue creep up on him the other day in a minor league game, so they're still trying to evaluate that. But we do know a little bit more what the roster will look like for the Halos come Thursday.
Now, we were talking yesterday about how this is the time of year where you start to see players that are trying to get to the big leagues as prospects, as rookies, and getting that opportunity. Aaron Boone telling Anthony Volpe he made the team, and Ollie Marmol telling Jordan Walker of the Cardinals that he was on the team. And here's Logan O'Hoppe, got a little bit of a taste of the big leagues last year. As Muncy swings and misses for strike 3, but this is the first time that Logan O'Hoppe will be on an opening day roster. He's supposed to start behind the plate opening day for Shohei Ohtani. Erica, any news from Phil Nevin about how he broke the news to Logan?
I talked to Logan before the game, and he told me that Nevin told him to come into his office when they were in Tempe. He told him to bring his phone as well. So we had him call mom, dad. His twin sister was also on the phone. So they all got to hear the news that O'Hoppe was going to be with the team on opening day, starting on opening day. So he said a lot of tears for the O'Hoppe family, especially the first 24 hours. But now he says focused on baseball.
How great of a moment that is to share that with your family. And Phil Nevin being around and with his two sons playing it at times here with the major leagues, knowing how important that is to share those moments with your family.
It's Taylor with a pop-up to shallow right. See if Renfroe can catch up to it. He does. And that ends the inning. 1-2-3 for Tyler Anderson at the top of the second.
Tuesday. Is Aaron the king of the East? Can Carlos help corral the Central? Will it be showtime in the West? Get set for the MLB Tonight AL Preview Show, Tuesday at 6 Eastern on MLB Network.
The future is here. We've been creating it for more than 100 years, putting the most advanced technology into people's hands, generation after generation, tool after tool, again and again, bringing you the broadest and most reliable network of service dealers, always moving forward. We lead, others follow.
The new Chase Ink Business Premier Card is made for people like Sam who make
everyday products designed smarter.
Like a smart coffee grinder
that orders fresh beans for you.
Oh, genius. For more breakthroughs like that,
I need a breakthrough card.
Like ours, with 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more.
Plus unlimited 2% cash back on all other purchases.
And with greater spending potential, Sam can keep making smart ideas
a brilliant reality.
The new Ink Business Premier Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
All right, way to conserve energy. Hear about the new rules in Major League Baseball? They're gonna have a pitch timer so pitchers don't just stand around chewing gum. It's taking so long. Limits to the shift so infielders can make great plays again. And pitcher only gets 2 pickoff attempts, so it's easier to steal. I was pretty close. Can we get a review on that? Way to scooch in a second there.
Shohei Ohtani in the Angels dugout, regaling his teammates. David Fletcher there as well. Those two had a nice moment in the World Baseball Classic as they got to square off with one each other when Italy was playing Japan. Fletcher for Team Italy, and Shohei, of course, for the Japanese team.
And Shohei knows he's always got to keep an eye on David Fletcher. He's always messing around with him in the dugout.
Well, when you're the biggest star on the planet, you need somebody to keep you grounded. Matt Thaiss takes inside from Syndergaard. We talked about Ohapi and the realization that he's going to be on the opening day roster, but so is Matt Thaiss. I mean, that was really up in the air with 3 catchers that the Angels were considering. Thaiss hits this one pretty well, squares it up towards straightaway center. Back is Thompson, still going back, leaping and making the catch up against the wall in deep right center. Excellent play by Trace Thompson on a ball that Matt Thaiss gave a ride.
Yeah, Matt Thaiss, he's got that power, especially right center, left center. Thompson, you know, I've seen him over the years. Just an incredible athlete going back in that baseball. Leaps up just in front of the wall. Familiar with this area, Santa Margarita High School. There's a little baseball, and Phil's going, yeah, I thought he got it, but nah, not quite. But hit well.
There's good hops in the Thompson family. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
First pitch strike to Zach Neto.
That was Dad Michael's definitely watching the game.
Who's Clay? Are the Warriors playing tonight? I don't even know.
Who? He's a pretty good player.
Neto hits a fly ball out toward left center. Chris Taylor tracks it down. There's 2 away here in the second. Warriors playing the Pelicans, I'm told, tonight.
By the way, the future is so bright for Zach Neto. You saw that quick turn. He's got a power arm at shortstop, but he's got good pop in the bat.
We'll be seeing a lot more of Zach Neto. I don't know about 2023, but soon after, I'm sure, if not this year. Here's Preston Palmeiro as he comes up empty on a sinker from Syndergaard.
Made an impression down in Tempe, Arizona. Neto did. On a lot of the teammates, especially a lot of the veteran players, watching him. Very confident young player, which is what you need to be successful at the major leagues.
Well, he hit over 400 his last 2 years of college. That helps with the confidence.
Yeah, that might help a little.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Palmeiro. Say what you will about Preston's dad, but that was one great baseball player, Rafael Palmeiro.
3,000 hits, over 500 career home runs. Very good defender at first base. Pretty sure he at least won 1 Gold Glove that I'm aware of.
He did at least one. And some great years for the Texas Rangers and the Baltimore Orioles. Good pitch there from Syndergaard. A changeup to strike out Palmeiro. And a 1-2-3 bottom of the second.
Mike Trout. People know he's one of the greatest players this game's ever seen.
Meet Mike Trout.
Can run.
He's watching MLB Network.
He's one of the nicest people you're ever going to meet.
Because that's what baseball fans do.
And he's also got tremendous show hair with his hat off.
The future is threatened by enemies often unseen.
Stay alert, Marine.
And unexpected. In the midst of an uncertain and evolving world, the need for Marines to defeat these shifting threats is critical, because the need to ensure stability for our nation has never been greater. When there are battles to win for America's future, there is one constant: Marines.
A man, his family, and his tractor Penny. These are the Upshaws. And this is their playground. There's a story in every piece of land. Run with us on a John Deere tractor and start telling yours.
If you're making a to-do list today, make it easy on yourself. Just write down Reese's, then write down eat them. And then you're kind of done for the day.
It's a glorious time for baseball. The reigning champs are back and restacked. Others are back for redemption. The award winners have returned, as have the record breakers. There are new faces, familiar faces, and painted faces. Trout, Scherzer, Soto, Ramirez, and the rest. They're ready to play, while fans are ready to cheer.
The crowd comes alive.
Opening week on MLB Network.
All the optimism and enthusiasm of postseason dreams.
Live games, look-ins, and coverage all week long. Yes, it is a glorious time for baseball.
Two-seamer with a little different arm angle and runs it down and in, where Muntz is expecting run away, down and in, strikeout. Top-tier play by Arco.
Love that. Gotta love the top-tier play.
You have to. It's top tier.
No other way to describe it, really. 2 balls, no strikes on Trace Thompson. You know, one thing about Tyler Anderson, he throws a lot of strikes. Not going to walk a lot of hitters. Won't get himself into trouble that way.
Better than 4-to-1 ratio as far as walks, strikeouts last year. So doesn't walk a whole lot. He's not a big strikeout guy, but he's around the strike zone.
It's interesting what he was telling Jeff Fletcher of the Orange County Register about his changeup. It's a ground ball from it here as Zach Neto handles it. A little bit of a wide throw, but Palmeiro lays the tag on Thompson for the out. Tyler Anderson, as we see Neto make this play.
And it's dropped that elbow just enough. Nice play by Palmeiro to apply the tag to Thompson going down the line. Bigger base allows that collision, that contact, to be less at first base now than we've seen in years past. A number of first basemen, including Max Muncy, got hurt a couple years ago on a play at first base.
You could play Twister on that base right now.
Well, we go to New York at sometime in April. They'll get a large cheese pizza for me.
One ball, one strike on Miguel Vargas. Vargas playing second base, where he'll post up most days for the Dodgers as a rookie. Count 2 balls and a strike. But Anderson was telling Jeff Fletcher about how he changed his changeup grip from a 2-seam grip to a 4-seam grip. As he said in his own research and in talking with players around the league, the 2-seam grip pitches were getting crushed. That the new baseball, the way it changed a couple of years ago, just wasn't allowing for 2-seam pitches to work as well as 4-seam pitches did. So he used to throw a 4-seam changeup way back in college, and he started to throw it again. And it helped really change that pitch form back into his best delivery.
When we look at Jose Suarez, he throws 2 types of changeups, and both of them very effective. One that will, say, for a right-handed batter, it could go in on him, but also has that one that goes down and away. So as a hitter, when you're used to seeing a certain direction for a changeup to go, then you're able to go and manipulate the baseball to go a different direction and still take the speed off the pitch. It's very, very effective.
Well, that's what he said was the biggest change. We just saw the changeup there, is that he's throwing it a lot slower. But his fastball is still the same, so he's getting a much different variance between his fastball and his changeup than he used to.
There's great separation between the speed of those 2 pitches. Doesn't have to be 100 miles an hour, but when it's from 88 to 78, that's huge. That's a good pitch there, a changeup.
Vargas did not go around. Malachi Moore umpiring first base tonight, at least for now. Vargas fouls a pitch back. Still spring training rules for the umpires. They'll rotate every few innings to different bases. The home plate umpire will stay the same. There's Mark Ripperger. Hopefully he won't throw a tantrum like the umpire in the Phillies game today. What a joke that was. There's strike 3 called to Vargas at the top of the zone.
Yeah, Tyler Anderson had 60 strikeouts on that changeup last year. Take a look at our StatCast 3D powered by Google Clouds. 10th most in baseball. And look at the majority of those pitches, those changeup where he's getting chases. Part of it is the grip of that 4-seam and the way it fades down, and the velocity of that pitch, or lack of velocity of that pitch.
Just so much consistency with location. You see a lot of those beyond the bottom of the zone to get strikeouts, or at the very bottom of the zone. Anderson knows what he's doing out there. He really knows how to pitch.
Well, I go back to that game, he almost threw a no-hitter against the Angels. He was so effective on that cutter upstairs. He threw a cutter upstairs there to Vargas to get the punch out.
The fan brought his glove and caught that ball easily. Can of corn.
Got a City Connect jersey on, too.
Those are beautiful.
He connected with the glove in the baseball.
He sure did. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Rojas. There's another one right to the same fan. Oh. No dice. No dice. They're waving at Gooby now. Rojas lines one toward right center. Renfroe moves over to make the catch. And in the inning, 8 straight retired by Tyler Anderson.
Need arch support, but orthotics make your shoes too tight? Now there's Copperfit Arch Relief Plus, the revolutionary adjustable orthotic arch supports that form fit to your feet, not your shoes, so you can comfortably wear them in any shoes.
Every shoe that I have, it makes a difference in. Whether I'm barefoot, wearing flip-flops, basketball shoes, running shoes.
I wear them around the house. I wear them in my sandals, in my bare feet. It's been amazing.
It's like a night and day difference, wearing these and not wearing them.
A copper-infused adjustable compression band with a built-in semi-rigid orthotic arch support that form fits to your arches for support and pain relief exactly where you need it, whenever you want it.
I love these. My arches are constantly taking a pounding, and insoles, they don't work. But with Arch Relief, I feel a huge difference. It fits perfectly right where there's pressure on my feet.
So thin, so comfortable that it fits in any shoe, and in black or beige that goes with any style. For plantar fasciitis, fallen arches, flat feet, Arch Relief stays with you whenever you need it. And where shoe orthotics stop, Arch Relief keeps working to support and relieve foot pain, even barefoot.
It's arch support without the shoe. You don't need the shoe.
Doesn't matter what you're wearing. This fits your foot fits your shoes. That's it.
The revolutionary Copperfit Arch Relief Plus, the fast, easy way to get foot relief, guaranteed or your money back. Order now at archreliefplus.com in your choice of black or beige for only $19.99 or call 1-800-340-2103. Order right now and your shipping is free.
This literally changes everything.
If you're always on your feet, this is what you need.
Arch support that's always with your arches. Brilliant.
Arch support where you need it. On your feet. The original Arch Relief Plus. Only from Copperfit.
Good night for a popsicle here at Angel Stadium in Anaheim. The Big A is hopping for the Freeway Series Game 2 between the Dodgers and the Angels. It is just a beautiful night here in Southern California as Taylor Ward leads off the bottom of the 3rd. First pitch swinging. We saw that quite a bit yesterday too from Taylor Ward, hunting that first pitch as he did against Clayton Kershaw. Almost hit a first pitch home run to start the game yesterday.
Everyone still thought that ball was gone. Everybody. That wind was howling last night. Knocked that down in left center. Remember, back-to-back at bats here now for Taylor Ward. 0-2 to Noah Syndergaard. Last at bat worked to a 3-2 count, got a base hit. Syndergaard tried to go upstairs against him 0-2. He did laid off it, and before long it was 3-2.
0-2 here. Ward lays off for ball 1. Some of the Dodger TV people asking before the game, how in the world did that ball not get out that Ward hit last night off of Kershaw on the top of the 1st. Ward sends this one in the air deep to left. Back for it is Taylor. Up near the wall. It is gone. Home run, Taylor Ward. Noah Syndergaard's given up a pair in the first 3 innings. And the Angels have struck a 3-0 lead.
So there won't be a conversation how that did get out. That got way out into the bullpens. Hot spring continues. Taylor Ward, he's going to be a huge part of this team going forward as far as that balance and setting the table, but also driving in some runs with that power he had last season. 23 home runs. Taylor Ward is home run here, 2 for 2 already.
That's his 3rd home run this spring. Here's Trout. Mike Trout hit one out near the rock pile in the bottom of the 1st. That brought Ward home. This time Taylor Ward brings himself home. So a couple homers allowed by Noah Syndergaard. Count 2 balls, no strikes on Trout. Syndergaard finds the zone with a changeup. It's 2-1. Syndergaard made 15 starts for the Angels last year at a .383 ERA. Traded to the Phillies for Mickey Moniak. Trout just tipped that one into the mitt. It's 2-2.
A 92-mile-an-hour fastball, just a little bit higher than the normal spot where Trout can hit that a long way.
There's a swing and a miss for strike 3 as Trout punches out. One at bat after Taylor Ward ripped his 3rd home run this spring.
This is a pitch that you see Taylor Ward getting that foot down to that all-speed pitch, and he was ready to lift that one. His hands quick, even though it had 2 strikes on him. It was a 1-2 count. Gets it into the bullpen, but just to be able to generate all that power on an all-speed pitch, impressive for Ward.
Ohtani generates some power and lines a base hit to right. Just waited for that curveball to drop and hooked it for a base hit.
What happened as a pitcher, you're looking at this top 4, 5, 6 you got to deal with in this lineup. You have your A game going, you're not hitting your spots. It's tough. Ward, Trout, Ohtani, now Rendon, who had a rocket to right center.
I think what we'll find too is the depth at the bottom of the order, because we'll see guys like Urshela and O'Hoppe once he starts to swing the bat at this level. I mean, there's going to be Renjifo's probably going to be in that bottom 3. This is going to be a deep
those
lineup.
guys to be in that starting lineup on Thursday with the lefty going for Oakland.
It was a Kyle Muller starting for the A's as their opening day starter. Muller does not have a lot of big league experience, former Atlanta Brave, and he'll be getting the opening day nod for the men that are currently wearing Oakland A's uniforms, whoever they are. We'll find out on Thursday. 1-1 strike on Anthony Rendon. So much talk about last season and how things twisted for the Angels as things went along, but when they started 27-17, think about where Rendon was on the field playing every day. 2 balls and a strike. Think about Taylor Ward before he jammed up his shoulder. Think about Jared Walsh at the beginning of last year before the power got sucked away from him. Things were starting to materialize already, and this is an even better and deeper Angels team than that one.
And just talking to the guys last year when Anthony Rendon was not in the lineup towards the end, and then even in spring training, everyone in that lineup would say we are so much better when Anthony Rendon is there. We just like watching his approach at the plate. He's making us better as hitters because there's no panic. The hands are quiet. He hits the ball to all fields. He hits fastballs. He hits breaking balls. He hits changeups.
It's this ball into left field, a base hit. Back-to-back singles from Ohtani and Rendon. Rendon's 2 for 2, and the Angels have 2 on.
And Shohei Ohtani, I talked to him in spring training. He just had that smile on his face. What do you think it's going to be like with you, Trout, and Rendon, 3 guys in a row? He just smiled. He goes, yeah, it's going to be some fun. A lot of fun.
Only 51 games that the 3 of them have been in the lineup together since the start of the 2020 season when Rendon came over from Washington. So it'll be a whole different look if just those 3 are in the lineup most days. Here's Renfroe. There's a drive out toward left center, hit fairly well. Thompson moves over and in to make the catch. And there's 2 away here in the 3rd.
That's twice now Syndergaard has gotten Hunter Renfroe out on pitches on the inside part of the plate or off the inside corner. So he'll remember that somewhere down the road when these 2 teams meet each other. 2 game sets, 2 here at the Big A and 2 up at Dodger Stadium.
This will be sometime in the middle of the summer. First pitch breaking ball misses to Drury. Angels already have 3 against Syndergaard. A chance for at least 1 more here with 2 on. And Syndergaard finds the zone. A strike, 93 miles an hour on that fastball from Noah. I think he was expecting more velocity to come. Going to the Dodgers, hoping they'd unlock something for him. But so far in spring training, that has not been the case.
But overall, when you look at his numbers in spring training, for the most part, has been pretty solid. Sometimes pitchers, in particular, just get consumed with worrying about how hard you're throwing. The bottom line is getting it out.
I think in his mind, especially with that Thor persona and the domination that he had early in his career. This is a little bit low there to make the count full. That he feels a little incomplete, that he can't be that guy to rev 100 by somebody and be among the league leaders in strikeouts and ERA like he's been. But he could still be a solid middle of the rotation type pitcher as he is right now. 3-2, the runners go, and Drury's going to send one home with a base hit. Shohei Ohtani will score. Rendon goes to third, and the Angels have put up 4-2 here in the 3rd inning to make it a 4-0 lead.
It's good to see Anthony Rendon running well, because that's a base hit. You know Shohei Ohtani is going to score on that. Trace Thompson has a good throwing arm out in the outfield. Former pitcher in high school, too. Could bring it in high school. But Drury hits that baseball right big part of the field. The runner's on the move, and then Rendon senses that, cuts that corner, cuts the angle. It easily gets into third base. Why is that important? Because sometimes, especially during the regular season, a pitch in the dirt could result in a run, or it could take away one of those hard breaking balls from a pitcher and feeling confident throwing that, because it could be a wild pitch.
Here's Matt Thaiss. With the news that Max Stassi goes on the IL, it opens up a spot on the roster for Thaiss. Would have been a very curious decision for Perry Manassian, because Thaiss is certainly someone you'd like to keep around. He's a left-handed batting catcher. He can play other positions as well. Asked Phil Nevin about it before the game, now that Walsh is going to be on the IL as well, if he's going to use Thaiss at first base some, and he said he could, but he'd like to keep Thaiss focused on catching for now. But if the opportunity did come up, if there was a need at first base, well, Thaiss could go there too. Thaiss serves this one deep to center. Thompson's going to go back toward the wall, and he makes the catch. 2
good swings that Thompson had run down against Thaiss.
Angels get a couple of runs in the 3rd. It was Taylor Ward driving one out. The Angels have a 4-0 lead.
Meet my boyfriend, Jake.
What's up, everyone?
What is all over your feet?
They're flowers. I study botany.
Resting dad face back there likes plants, too.
Grab some pruners. Let's prune.
Hey, Tim, can I get a little help?
Sorry, I can't. The no-shift rules this season say I have to stay between 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, but we're the only people here.
Yeah, still, but we better not risk it. My second baseman will be here in 10 minutes. I'm sure he'll be happy to get that for you.
Maybe you should realize this isn't even a game.
And maybe you should hold on to your hat.
Millions of small business owners choose Spectrum Business to stay connected with reliable internet and phone.
My experience with Spectrum Business has been amazing.
Spectrum Business is the way we went, and we're so happy.
I cannot live without it.
Call 855-281-5333 and get Spectrum Business Internet and Business Phone. Get both to get a free mobile line for 1 year. Spectrum Business provides fast, reliable internet, business phone with advanced calling features, and mobile service that works for the way you do business. From online sales to live streaming, taking mobile orders to meeting customers face-to-face from anywhere in the world. Call today and get 600 megabits per second business internet for $49.99 a month and business phone for $19.99 a month and get a free mobile line for 1 year. No contracts, no surprise fees, no nonsense, just business. That's Spectrum Business. Call 855-281-5333. Call today.
Tuesday, who will conquer the East? Can the Cards claim the Central again? Are the Padres poised to take the West? Get set for the MLB Tonight NL Preview Show. Tuesday at 7 Eastern on MLB Network.
Angels with a good start, a 4-0 lead against the Dodgers here tonight. Game 2 of the Freeway Series. Taylor Ward, the home run in the bottom of the third. Mike Trout hit one in the first. And the Angels have been tagging Noah Syndergaard. He's allowed 7 hits. Mookie Betts takes ball 1. 6 of those 7 hits for the Halos have come with 2 strikes so far against Syndergaard. Mookie Betts slaps one toward deep left, and it's gone. Home run for Betts. The Dodgers get on the board, and that ball just rifled out as the Angels' lead has been cut to 4-1.
That's a four-seam fastball. Mookie Betts quick on that, didn't get inside enough. 35 home runs last season for Mookie Betts. Belt high, inner half. And you don't hear that sound too often against Tyler Anderson. At that time it was squared up well by Betts against Anderson.
Dodger faithful were starting to make some noise as Betts rounded the bases. The Angels fans were trying to drown him out. Got a little atmosphere in here tonight for Game 2 of this Freeway Series.
Big time crowd here tonight too. Drop down arm angle.
Anderson will do that from time to time, especially to a left-handed batter. Freeman just rolls one over to the right side, and he's thrown out by Brandon Drury.
Take a look at our Chevy stats as far as highest chase rate in MLB. Minimum 20 starts last season. Kevin Gausman, that splitter was outstanding, 43.4, but right behind him, Tyler Anderson, 39.9% chase rate. And that's not an overpowering fastball, not high spin rates on his pitches, but his deception when he hides that baseball right by his hip.
Fly ball off the bat of Will Smith, pretty deep. Trout's going all the way back to the wall to make the catch.
Will Smith has hit the ball well twice. Former battery mate, that's just not right. You're supposed to take care of your battery mate. Although Tyler would go, that's all right, they're 2 outs.
Team USA teammate of Mike Trout as well. Will Smith got to play in the World Baseball Classic for the American roster. Shared the catching with JT Realmuto. 2 pretty good catchers there. If you have your catchers are JT Realmuto and Will Smith, you're probably a good team.
You're feeling pretty good about yourself.
No balls, 1 strike on JD Martinez.
Remember that first start of spring training, Tyler Anderson talked about getting used to the pitch timer. So far, so good. He was worried about this, getting that feel for that. Now it's about using all his pitches. Talked to down there earlier, a bunch of the guys about what they're seeing from Tyler Anderson so far in camp. And I said, this is work ethic so good. And what he's going about his business, how he's helping the younger pitchers like the Sandoval's and Depners, because he's been around a while, and as fellow left-handers, you can learn a lot from him. Sandoval pitched yesterday in a minor league game, got up to 82 pitches, smile on his face, saying he's ready to roll.
he learned a little something about himself maybe in the World Baseball Classic. Pitching in that kind of environment, a huge game, and how well he did for Team Mexico against Japan. Sandoval got the most out of the WBC. A lot of praise for that man right there, Benji Gill.
Yep.
Ball 4. Anderson upset with himself as he walks Martinez with 2 outs.
Especially a hitter like J.D. Martinez knows the strike zone so well. He couldn't get him to go after any of those pitches out of the zone. They were pretty good pitches. A lot of times you'll get a hitter out to go out in front of that changeup. He read it well and laid off it.
Max Muncy takes ball 1. Some interesting news out of the American League Central tonight. Cleveland, one of their best starting pitchers, Tristan McKenzie, is going to be shut down from throwing for the next couple weeks. He has a teres major muscle strain on his right side, his pitching side.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite pitchers. I love watching him compete. Brings a lot of energy, great stuff. It's a big time hit for the Guardians.
He's going to be sidelined for up to 8 weeks with that injury. Again, Anderson drops down, ran that one in on the hands of Muncy as he backed away.
Remember, he struck him out on that one inside too, down and in.
A squibber off the bat of Muncy. Anderson off his back foot, a throw that goes into the baseline and rolls away. Advancing to third is Martinez. Probably a base hit for Muncy and an error on the pitcher to allow Martinez to go all the way to third.
And it's off balance on his throw. A lot of times when you as a pitcher, when you're fielding your position, you want to stay low like you're an infielder, but he had to bounce back up and throw that from over the top. Tough throw for a left-handed pitcher. I don't think if he lets that go that Anthony Rendon can come in to make that play anyhow. So it's going to be up to Tyler to make the play, and he's got away from him on the throw.
The Dodgers have 2 on with 2 out. Here's Taylor whiffing a good changeup from Anderson. That pitch has so much movement down. That's with the new grip. He started to get more of that sink to it. Taylor bounces one off the front of the Angel dugout. There's 2 quick strikes on Taylor with 2 outs.
Last year with runners in scoring position, 2 outs, 204 batting average versus Anderson.
Taylor swings and misses. Good changeup from Tyler Anderson, and he gets out of the third with just 1 run allowed.
With Dexcom G7, you can achieve diabetes results without finger sticks. See how exercise affects your glucose, making it easier to spend more time in range and lower your A1C. Manage your diabetes with confidence.
Some things are better left to a professional.
In hindsight, probably shouldn't have tried to remove my own appendix.
Like when it comes to finding financial advisors.
What was I thinking?
So leave it to Smart Asset to find them for you. Take the free quiz at smartasset.com. Then you'll be matched with up to 3 vetted fiduciary financial advisors. To get started, take the Advisor Match Quiz now at smartasset.com.
I was this close. This close.
4 delicious pieces of chocolate, 3 crisp wafers, 2 layers of sweet Kit Kat filling, 1 incredible break. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Now served up in birthday cake.
The official MLB Ballpark app. It's the best way to access, manage, and share your tickets with friends and family to any MLB game. It's your personal companion for when you're at the ballpark, helping you with venue info, dining options, exclusive club offers, and so much more. And it's a great way to capture your visit by adding photos and memories from a fun-filled day at the game. Download the free MLB Ballpark app on the iOS App Store or Google Play today.
Ohtani and Japan celebrate a World Baseball Classic championship.
Shohei Ohtani, MVP of the World Baseball Classic.
Hey, on behalf of baseball, for all the fans, from all the players, all of us that know baseball, we want to thank you. We are really proud and thankful and grateful for what you do. You're a special human being, so we want to thank you and recognize you.
You understand what he said?
Yeah.
Good.
Experience Angels baseball at the Coca-Cola Friends and Family Fun Pack for only $44. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 soft drinks. For more information regarding the Coca-Cola Friends and Family Fun Pack, visit angels.com/fun pack. It'll be showtime indeed. I want to get a shirt, though, that's got your face all over it like that. Wouldn't that be nice?
I don't think so.
For all the Gooby Tuesday fans?
Oh, yeah. That'd be outstanding.
It could be a Gooby Tuesday giveaway, the Gooby Face t-shirt.
Oh, probably not.
Well, think about it. Don't just shut it down right away. Zach Neto leads off the bottom of the 4th against Syndergaard. Hits it hard. 1-hop rocket handled by Rojas with a throw to first for the out. That's a good play by Miguel Rojas on a ball that was scorched by Neto.
Yeah, that high leg kick, the timing of his swing, that ball was rocketed at Rojas. It's a velocity of 107 miles per hour as an infielder trying to field that shot. Wow. He was impressed.
That's a big boy swing from Zach Neto right there.
I just love that high leg kick. Back in not a few years ago, a guy like Bobby Bonilla, Ruben Sierra had that high leg kick and that timing.
Just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few years ago.
Bobby Bonilla still cashing those checks, though.
It's just a few years ago.
1 ball, 1 strike on Preston Palmeiro. Two hops to Freeman. Syndergaard a little late to cover, but ended up getting there in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the 4th. Nice night at the Big A. Join us, won't you, here in 2023? If you're just watching the game tonight, make sure you stop to the ballpark at some point this year. Opening night at Angel Stadium will be April 7th.
Well, the field looks like it's in great shape. I mean, Lopes does a great job of getting this ballpark back in shape. Think about how many motocross and all the other monster truck events here at the Big A during the off season, all the way up into February. How beautiful the field looks.
Looks green and magnificent here at Angel Stadium tonight. Just a perfect night for a ball game. Ward hit it off the end of the bat a bit, and that's why it didn't travel even further than that. Trace Thompson makes the catch in a 1-2-3 inning.
Uh-oh, you heard a screech outside at night, but you can't see what it is because there's not enough light. You need the Bionic Floodlight from Bell & Howell, the solar-powered motion-activated multi-directional floodlight that showers a super span of light right where you need it. Simply stake it in the yard or mount it anywhere around your home. The onboard solar panel absorbs the sun all day to energize a flood of light at night. No wires or installation frustration. Watch. The instant motion is detected. The Bionic Floodlight triggers 108 high-intensity LED bulbs on 3 separate panels. That instantly blasts an area of over 1,000 square feet with bright, penetrating light, then automatically shuts off after the motion stops. Each panel is fully adjustable to direct the right light to the right spot. The Bionic Floodlight is the versatile wireless, safety, security, and outdoor lifestyle light you'll love. And is from Bell & Howell, the brand name your family has trusted for over 100 years. No more arriving to a dark driveway or house at night. Place them in the ground to illuminate walkways and entryways. Add an evening accent light to your garden, or mount it to keep unwanted critters away. Adjust the panels to light your deck and your food on the grill at the same time. Add light by the hot tub or pool without dangerous electrical wires. Host the nighttime neighborhood hoops games. And enjoy the great outdoors at night, right out your back door or in the backyard. Move it anywhere for any reason and in any weather in any season. Best of all, it's backed by our exclusive Bell & Howell Bionic 10-year satisfaction guarantee. Get the Bionic Floodlight, and right now, it's yours for just $29.99, and the shipping is free. Order now, and we'll send a second Bionic Floodlight. Just pay a separate fee, and the shipping is free. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-681-5336 or go to bionicfloodlight.com. So call 1-800-681-5336. That's 1-800-681-5336 or order online at bionicfloodlight.com.
Throughout this game already for Tyler Anderson. It's an exit velocity of 85 miles per hour against him last year. #1 in baseball. Hard hit percentage at 28.5%, #1.
Mr. Soft Contact indeed, as Trace Thompson leads off the 5th against Tyler Anderson. Good pickup for the Angels, multi-year deal.
That was right away. That's a great changeup right away and into the offseason. Corey Manassian. Only Moreno gave him the go-ahead to be able to make this deal right away. Big-time pickup.
3 years, $39 million. There's strike 3 called.
That's, wow. Inside fastball, change-up away, and then backdoor curveball. That is pitching. That's well, a little bit off the plate too, so it makes it even more of an impossible pitch to hit. But if you throw a changeup that same plane, then you do a backdoor curveball, you give up on it as a hitter. You think that's way off the strike zone. But if you're around the zone enough, you're going to get those borderline pitches or even a non-strikes call.
Well, his changeup's been outstanding tonight. Gets Miguel Vargas to swing through one there. Anderson looks ready. He's slotted for the 3rd spot in the Angels rotation, so he'll pitch on Sunday in the finale of the series in Oakland, the first series of the year.
A couple of day games up there in Oakland. Night game on Thursday, opening day.
We could probably use the sunshine. It's supposed to be a little chilly there in Northern California for the first series of 2023. That backdoor curve again, too far outside that time. Shohei Ohtani Thursday for the opener, Patrick Sandoval Saturday afternoon, and then back to Anderson on Sunday to finish it before the Angels go to Seattle.
That'd be your 4th starter through a no-hitter and an immaculate inning.
Your 4th starter is one of the up-and-coming pitchers in the sport.
Yep.
Reed Detmers.
Reed Detmers. Throwing 97 miles per hour this season and 91 on his slider.
Let's see him in Seattle. Vargas swings and misses for strike 3.
You go back to that last strike against Trace Thompson, the sequence here, especially got ahead 0-1. He throws a changeup away, fades it at 78 miles an hour. Okay, so as a hitter, you think, okay, I got to track away. Then he goes backdoor at 78 itself again. So 76, 78 between his changeup and his curveball, unhittable spots.
Miguel Rojas due up. Anderson starts with strike 1.
And he's gotten a lot of borderline pitches called strike. He's working quick like you're supposed to be doing now with the pitch timer, but you're around the strike zone and you have the reputation of throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. Kershaw's another pitcher that gets, I mean, he's on his way to the Hall of Fame, but he gets a lot of those borderline pitches called strike because he's around the zone a lot. When you're working with umpires, the same thing. Same thing as hitters, that if you know the strike zone well, you get those borderline pitches your way.
Theis gives it a look and runs into the netting near the Dodgers on deck circle. Hopefully he's okay. Kind of hit that netting pretty hard. Wasn't quite ready for it. Tyler Anderson walking around the mound a little bit. Home plate umpire checks in with Dice. He seems fine. And now they will start the pitch timer. And they'll give you a moment to collect yourself if you need it. And Dice seemed to need it there.
Yeah, it's up to the discretion of the umpire. They'll give some time there. Even for a hitter, if you foul a ball off or have a tough swing.
Rojas with a deep drive to left. Taylor Ward gives it a chase, but that ball is a home run for Miguel Rojas. Anderson left that cutter over the plate. Rojas deposited that ball into the Dodger bullpen. And the Dodgers, with a second solo home run in this game against Anderson, have cut the Angels' lead in half.
I'm just watching Tyler Anderson after that pitch. He's motioned himself what he needed to do with that pitch. And a little flat cutter inside part of the plate. He wanted more cut action than we see his reaction to. He wanted more of a cut off the plate in. So if you even make contact, you're going to pull it foul. That got too much of the plate.
James Outman in the game in place of Mookie Betts. He fouls one off. We saw Outman playing yesterday. He hit a home run for the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium last night. Interesting prospect in center field for the Dodgers, with Cody Bellinger now in Chicago. Anderson goes up and in, and he brushes up against the jersey of Outman. So Outman will reach on a hit by pitch.
Didn't give in on that pitch. He was looking out over the plate. Stayed in there. Home run yesterday in the game coming off the bench. He's got good speed at first base. Two pickoffs last year for Tyler Anderson. He'll have 4 stolen bases in 5 attempts.
Outman had some stolen bases in the minor leagues last year. Tougher to run on a lefty anyway. See if Anderson throws over it all. We haven't seen really all that many attempts to throw over of late. The pitchers don't even seem to want to get close to that disengagement for a third time. If there's been any instances of that happening in spring training, I haven't seen it.
And you did see more stolen base attempts.
Liner to deep center. Trout's going to go get it. And the inning is over. Dodgers hit a homer. They're a little closer now. It's 4-2.
The Caggianos, a family of Long Island brewers, harvest their own ingredients on their own turf. There's a story in every piece of land. Run with us on a John Deere mower and start telling yours.
4 delicious pieces of chocolate. 3 crisp wafers. 2 layers of sweet Kit Kat filling. 1 incredible break. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Now served up in birthday cake.
My daughter Brinley is here at St. Jude. We came here for her second relapse of acute myeloid leukemia. Coming here was literally life or death.
We feel that we, on a small level, at least are helping change the world, helping increase the survival rate for children. It's a very sad world where children don't get to grow up as adults and, live their lives.
You just want to show them your little girl and be like, you're giving me her, you're giving us time. You look at everyone and they're all so different. They all come from different places. They all have different views, but everyone there was there for one mission. In this world, it seems like a very unreal thing for so many people to come together and just give.
MLB The Show Legend Line. Ready to play?
Let's get it.
Come on.
That was sick.
Man, you like that? Check out the new Storylines mode where you can play as one of the Negro League baseball legends.
Your voice sounds familiar. Do I know you?
Just call me the captain.
Rated E for everyone.
And the interesting thing about that, Wayne, initially I think they had it at 435 or so. And next thing you know, you looked up towards the end of the game, it was 490. That was our Kia player profile, how that ball was covered.
Some of the bat goes flying on a roller to first. Freddie Freeman takes it to the bag to retire Trout.
That bat, unusual the way that broke. Ball ran in on him. Good stick ball back in the day in the schoolyard.
Here's Shohei.
Shohei really aggressive on the first pitch.
Well, if you see when he could hit 500 feet, why not? Give it a shot.
Just for fun.
Loops this ball towards shallow left, long run. Peralta can't get it, base hit.
And when you hit the ball 500 feet, you're going to get those flares in when they're playing back at the warning track usually against you.
2 hits for Ohtani tonight.
Slider towards the handle of the bat. It's so strong. So strong.
Shohei Ohtani heads for the dugout. 2 hits as the designated hitter tonight. He'll DH again tomorrow, and then he's got a start to get ready for too on Thursday. Runners going. Jeremiah Jackson pinch running, and he is out at second.
Smith threw at 18% of base stealers last year. He doesn't see that often with Syndergaard on the mound. He's allowed 30 stolen bases in 33 attempts last year.
So now the base is empty for Rendon.
By the way, Shohei Ohtani had 344 with 8 home runs and slugged .698 on the first pitch last year.
Two balls, 1 strike on Rendon. Anthony Rendon once had a 10 RBI game for the Washington Nationals, a game that was started by Noah Syndergaard.
That's a pretty good month, isn't it?
Rendon draws a walk. He's been on base 3 times against Syndergaard tonight. Now the batter will be Hunter Renfroe.
Yeah, you were right on cue about success against Syndergaard for Anthony Rendon. Wow.
Some memories never leave you.
No. And believe me, hitters and pitchers all know who's had success against you and or haven't had success against you.
Whose number did you have?
I'd actually had decent success against Kirby Puckett and Dave Winfield, but Don Mattingly, nah, not so. Or Ken Griffey Jr., not so much. But Mattingly was the one guy that, big moments got me too.
And certainly some of those in those days, the Yankees and the Royals. Renfroe again jammed a bit. Syndergaard's gotten in his kitchen a few times. David Peralta puts this one away to end the bottom of the 5th.
Wednesday, which teams are ready to compete and which are ready to beat expectations? Tune in as TV's best baseball analysts size up the season ahead on the MLB Tonight Prediction Special, Wednesday at 8 Eastern on MLB Network.
The future is here. We've been creating it for more than 100 years. putting the most advanced technology into people's hands. Generation after generation. Tool after tool. Again and again. Bringing you the broadest and most reliable network of service dealers. Always moving forward. We lead. Others follow.
Your first home sees a lot of firsts. From first loves to first steps. Sure, it can be a handful at times, keeping you up at night.
Come on now.
But you'll keep learning.
Thank you very much.
And finding the confidence to create the first place you call your own.
Nice night, the big A, and there's Tyler Anderson into the 6th inning.
80 pitches. Sandoval threw about 82 in his minor league stint yesterday.
Jimmy Herget warming up in the Angels bullpen. The human glitch.
So effective last year for the Halos.
Will Smith fouls one off at home plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Smith.
You wonder after that change up there, where he tried to go that backdoor curveball. This is former battery mate.
Seems to be some angst around the Dodgers going into 2023 after they won 217 games in the last 2 years. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Reading Bill Plaschke's column in the LA Times today, trying to wrap his arms around it. Maybe it'll be fun. This team's going to be different. Maybe they're going to have to play meaningful games throughout the season. Not just going to coast through the National League West like they've been. And Dave Roberts ready for what could be a different story for the Dodgers after the last 2 seasons. Saw them dominate everybody they played until the playoffs. Smith for ball 3. The Dodgers are going to have to figure out how to mix and match their outfield. They're going to have different middle infield, especially different than planned without Gavin Lux. And even their starting rotation right now with no Walker Buehler. I know Buehler's a guy that you like.
Yeah. Intense, great stuff.
They have Urias, they have Kershaw, Tony Gonsolin trying to stay healthy. He's on the IL to start the year. Dustin May, try to get him through a full season. So it'll take some massaging this year for the Dodgers. Will Smith hits it hard toward right center. Trout's there, and there's one away.
Let's get that one batter. Looks like he's now going down to bullpen, Phil Nevin.
I mean, Jimmy Herget's on his way in. 88 pitches over 5 1/3 for Tyler Anderson. Nicely done tonight for the veteran. We'll see Herget against JD Martinez in a moment.
Tuesday, is Aaron the king of the East? Can Carlos help corral the Central? Will it be showtime in the West? Get set for the MLB Tonight AL Preview Show, Tuesday at 6 Eastern on MLB Network.
Hydration dropping. Rapid rehydration initiated. Unlock specialized blend of 5 electrolytes.
Rapid rehydration to get you back on your game. Gatorlyte, now available in powder and Gatorlyte Zero Sugar.
These caramel cold brew M&Ms are like M&Ms with a coffee shop vibe.
Maybe too much of a coffee shop vibe.
This next one is about the importance of friendship, so I'm gonna maintain eye contact while I sing it.
Oh boy.
Childproofing is hard. So we made one thing simple. Duracell lithium coin batteries. They're the only ones with a bitter coating to help discourage swallowing.
Ace is the place for paint because only Ace offers the extra mile promise. We'll help you get everything you need to paint in one trip, or we'll deliver it free. Ace is the only national hardware retailer that carries Benjamin Moore paint at over 4,000 stores. Our best premium paint with a huge selection of colors. Premium paint, award-winning service, and the extra mile promise. Ace is the place for paint. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
That new pitch timer this season is gonna make the game quick. Uh-huh. It affects you too.
I'm a catcher. I just throw the ball back.
If I have to be faster, so do you.
Dude.
Jimmy Herget's on the mound for the Angels here in the 6th. I'll give you directions to the booth if you promise to bring a brown. Ball 1 to J.D. Martinez. Jimmy Herget had a nice year.
Arm angles too. He throws from, and he throws 90-91. He'll throw a changeup, slow curve, slider. And he throws a fastball like that, you're just happy you didn't hit that one off your thigh or your foot.
The Angels will try to shape their bullpen once the regular season begins on Thursday. And Phil Nevins put a lot of thought into how the ends of games might look like. It hasn't been a great spring for Carlos Estevez. The Angels would like to get him straightened out so that he could be a big part of the back end of their bullpen.
Yeah,
good pitch by Herget.
In our opening today. I mean, when you think about a guy that throws that hard at 98 miles per hour, 25 career saves, the splits and the numbers, the difference between being at home at Coors Field and then on the road, it's significant.
Still 3-2. Herget, 29 years old, originally drafted by the Reds. He's got let go, ended up with Texas. They let him go. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Herget has found a home in Anaheim. That's a nasty 3-2 breaking ball to strike out J.D. Martinez.
And it went from a 91-mile-an-hour fastball to spinning a breaking ball at 77. So hard to stay back on it. All set up by that fastball running in, and 91, the separation of speeds of those two pitches at 14 miles per hour. That spin, and you're talking about a great hitter in J.D. Martinez, way out in front on that one.
The slider and the curveball accounted for roughly 60% of Herget's pitches last year. And opponents hit 125 off of his off-speed pitches. Muncy fooled there, and it's 0-2.
By the way, that spin rate on that breaking ball where he struck out Martinez at 27.46 RPM. That's impressive. Well above average spin rate.
An average spin rate for a curveball or a slider is somewhere in the 2,400 to 2,500 range. So at 27.46 is well above that grading curve. A full count now on Muncy.
Boy, he's a hitter just trying to time Jimmy Herget. Changeups, slow curves, sliders, fastballs that can run upstairs or sink down.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Jimmy Herget comes in, strikes out the first two that he faces. The Angels still lead by 2.
There's a story in every piece of land, written by those who work it, like the Upshots, the Nelsons, and the Caggianos. Run with us and start telling your story.
If you're making a to-do list today, make it easy on yourself. Just write down Reese's, then write down eat them, and then you're kind of done for the day.
Fur, you won't faze me. Unlike Zyrtec, Allegra won't make me drowsy.
And Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin.
So when allergies attack,
take Allegra before your symptoms take over you. And for congestion relief, find Allegra D at your pharmacy.
You got this, buddy. You got it.
During an asthma attack, every second feels like an eternity. Primatene Mist works fast. It's clinically shown to open airways quickly. Get the #1 FDA-approved over-the-counter asthma inhaler, Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again.
Are you unable to work full-time because of illness, accident, or disability? Did you know that Social Security Disability Insurance can give you up to just over $3,000 per month in benefits? Call now. You may be entitled to Social Security benefits. We handle all the filing for you. We've helped thousands with Social Security disability claims, and we can help you today. The best part is, you don't pay until you receive benefits. Call now to see if you qualify for pre-approval today.
This game is for you, the fan. You want the action to flow, the bat on the ball and carrying on the base paths.
This is the game we all want to see. Get the ball, pitch the ball. Keep the defense on their toes.
Field like Ozzie, run like Ricky. So get that shift out of here.
Free up the players to put on a show.
It's the best game in the world. Now it's even better.
How about that? What did Garth Brooks, what do you say? I have high friends in low places, or low friends in high places?
Wow.
We got both kinds of music here, country and western.
Yes. That's going to be a good concert. So Dickerson's really, really good. A lot of big hits.
Well, they'll all be new to me. Can't wait to hear them on May 20th here in Anaheim. Kyle Nevin is in the game now for the Dodgers at first base. Phil's son. Luke Williams now at third.
My daughter's already working me for tickets for that concert already.
Well, you know,
yes.
Hopefully you know somebody.
No,
hopefully you need a friend in high places.
Yes, I do.
Noah Syndergaard still trudging along. He's allowed 4 runs on 8 hits tonight. Trying to get to his pitch count and make sure he's ready for his first regular season start. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Brandon Drury. Ball 3. Dodgers will begin their season at Dodger Stadium against Arizona this weekend. Then they'll host Colorado before their first road trip.
A lot of people are talking about the young talent with the Diamondbacks and how really made a lot of improvements. They might be a pretty solid team this year.
Little roller. It might be a tough play if it stays fair. It's a fair ball. Hits the base. And Brandon Drury's got an infield hit.
Straight down the line. And on the base. Roberts going to the bullpen now. Same thing with Tyler Anderson. Get that 1 at bat. Get that pitch count up.
Tuesday, who will conquer the East? Can the Cards claim the Central again? Are the Padres poised to take the West? Get set for the MLB Tonight NL Preview Show. Tuesday at 7 Eastern on MLB Network.
If you're over 50, imagine you could turn back the clock on your stiff, achy joints 10, even 20 years. Imagine you could do this without products that just temporarily hide the symptoms and may have side effects. Imagine no more. Get your complimentary sample of Instaflex Advanced just by texting FENCE to 369-369. Instaflex Advanced is different because it targets the root cause of joint soreness and stiffness. It doesn't just cover up symptoms. Instead, it bathes your joints in its unique combination of 5 key natural ingredients found in no other product. Key ingredients backed by 5 clinical studies. Instaflex Advanced is so powerful, you could have better knees in just 1 week. Maybe that's why it's #1 at GNC. But you can only get your complimentary sample by texting FENCE to 369-369. Plus, text now and we'll include a tube of Instaflex pain cream with its exclusive oxygenated oil for fast-acting relief from the pain of arthritis, backaches, and sore muscles, absolutely free. Text FENCE to 369-369.
Get DirecTV with a 2-year price guarantee.
The first pitch of the season happens right here on MLB Network's Thursday afternoon showcase. MVP and home run king Aaron Judge and the New York Yankees play host to the San Francisco Giants. The Casamigos Tequila MLB Network showcase, Thursday at 1 Eastern. Then stick around as TV's best baseball analysts break down the game's critical moments and assess player performances. The Casamigos Tequila MLB Tonight post-game show. It all starts right after the game here on MLB Network.
Yeah, he was a ground ball pitcher that night. Just 2 punch-outs in that game, but a lot of ground balls. Followed up a little later on in this season with an immaculate inning.
No hitter and an immaculate inning in the same season. That's Koufax-like stuff.
I feel his improvement, velocity, the confidence on the mound, his velocity on his slider, significant increase from the beginning part of last season towards the end, and now what we saw in spring training. I'm looking forward to seeing how it works tomorrow night.
Dice fouls one off. As Detmer's ready to go for tomorrow. The other rookie for the Angels to throw a no-hitter was the first no-hitter in franchise history, Bo Belinsky, in May of 1962.
A good friend Clyde Wright threw a no-hitter. Lefty, too.
That was the second no-hitter in Angels history. Clyde Wright's behind Bo Belinsky.
I know he's listening in. He'll give us grief if we don't mention it.
Dice strikes out on a high fastball from Alex Vesia. Right now, a quick word from Hyundai.
Get away with a great deal only at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Taylor Ward, the batter, he homered earlier. Also singled and scored on Mike Trout's home run. This is Zach Neto, not Taylor Ward at the plate. We'll get to Taylor Ward again. This is Neto taking ball 1. Two balls, no strikes on Neto. Neto's got that leg kick going.
Let's see that high leg kick now, especially the 2-0 count. It's a pretty good hack 2-0.
Hit the ball hard as last time. It was right at Miguel Rojas, about 107 miles per hour off the bat. A one-hop smash that Rojas was able to handle. Check swing, but Neto didn't go around. Ball 3. Well, one thing these Southern California baseball fans can agree on, whether it's Dodger blue or Angel red, is that they like the wave.
It's appropriate when you have a lot of water and ocean around the waves.
There's a strike, and it's 3-2.
Big crowd here tonight.
Yeah, most of the, pretty much the entire bottom part is full, and most of the upper deck as well. The crowd for the Freeway Series. I believe Zach Neto was just called time, so he gets his one time out for this at bat on a 3-2 pitch. We saw it earlier too with Trout on 3-2 to use that one time out. It's a good time to do it because you know the at bat's going to be ending one way or another real soon. Full count pitch here from Vesia. Neto with a good cut, fouled it back.
You can already see he likes that pitch elevated. He's on top of that pitch.
Neto was drafted in the first round. He was the 13th overall pick. And then went straight to the draft, or rather straight to Double-A from the draft last year. Hit the daylights out of the ball, Double-A. It's a roller toward third, foul. Runner was going on the pitch. So he's drafted. He played for a week at Tri-City, and then he went to Double-A and finished the season there. Spent about a month at Rocket City. He had .320, 13 extra base hits, drove in 23 runs in 30 games at Double-A right after being drafted. That's not something you see too often. Neto rips this one toward left. That's a base hit. Peralta has it bounced by him. Around toward third. Drury gets held up. Zach Neto crushes a double. And the Angels have runners on second and third.
There's a lot to like about Zach Neto. That's 2 baseballs in a row. He's rocketed. One was caught by Rojas at short. One hopper. This time brings his hands in and lines one to left. And that's about belt high. Peralta got that in quick enough where Hasselman's not going to take a shot at sending him home, but that's a good swing. There's a lot to like about Neto. We're going to see a lot of him down the road.
The Dodgers bring their infield in. Drury at third, Neto at second. Here's Chad Wallach. Showed Reed Detmer's no-hitter. Was Wallach behind the plate in that game. Only had 12 games at the big league level with the Angels last year, but one of those catching Reed Detmer's no-hitter. Son of a former Dodger. Very good Montreal Expo, Tim Wallach. 2 balls, no strikes.
Chad Wallach did a real nice job as far as utilizing the changeup calling against with Reed Detmer. So at that point wasn't throwing a lot of changeups, but in that game threw I think about 18 changeups. It was very effective for him.
There's ball 3. Top of the order next. Taylor Ward's on deck.
We'll get a green light here. See if we can drive the ball in the air to get the job done.
There's Ward in the on-deck circle. Angels trying to add to the lead here in the 6th against Alex Vesia. There's a strike. That's a point too about Neto. The 2 balls that he has ripped tonight. 107 miles an hour. The ball that he hit off of Noah Syndergaard. And now that double coming off of Alex Vesia. 2 major league pitchers. Wallach fouls one toward the right. It's going to get out of play. The double was 108.5 off the bat.
Impressive.
And those are 2 smashed baseballs against 2 guys that are on a very good big league pitching staff.
Yeah. How cool of an experience this is for Zach Neto to be able to be in this game, starting this game, Major League field, after being in college last year.
Quite a jump. Wallach trying to knock in a couple. Takes ball 4. The ball slipped away. Interesting that Wallach threw his bat pretty much in the path of the ball. They didn't touch, but they could have. As Wallach flipped his bat away, drawing the walk. Now the bases are loaded and Taylor Ward is due up. Taylor Ward's had a productive night. It was in the 3rd. He smacked a home run off of Noah Syndergaard.
He is so strong. Looks like this might be another bullpen arm coming in for Dave Roberts. A little bit of delay there, that conversation. The old dreaded talk to your pitcher and then go to the bullpen.
Vesia facing the minimum 3 batters, and he will be headed out. Dave Roberts takes the baseball. Bases loaded for the Angels here in the 6th.
A man, his family, and his tractor Penny. These are the Upshaws. And this is their playground. There's a story in every piece of land. Run with us on a John Deere tractor and start telling yours.
Meet my boyfriend, Jake.
What's up, everyone?
What is all over your feet?
Your flowers. I study botany.
Resting dad face back there likes plants too.
Grab some pruners. Let's prune.
A little history to find themselves in a final. Obviously, you're going to defend in transition. That's going to be not overawed at all.
When you have Spectrum Mobile, your mobile and Wi-Fi combine for a seamless, reliable connection in and out of the home. Get 1 line of unlimited for $29.99 and your next line free with Spectrum Mobile.
Central Florida is a community where people quickly become connected with one another.
When you watch your evening news, you'll see a reflection of yourself, your issues, your neighborhood.
And I hope by seeing our stories, people become better informed and inspired to be involved in our communities.
We're stronger together, and I feel lucky to be able to call this home. Join us for your evening news on Spectrum News 13 and on the Spectrum News app.
This is the time to get ready for the new season. And here is where you can see how each team is shaping up for 2023. MLB Tonight's spring training coverage. An inside look at baseball's top prospects and biggest stars. And see which teams have the tools to win it all. MLB Tonight's spring training coverage. After the game, only on MLB Network.
Mike Trout and Taylor Ward have homered for the Halos tonight. Got the lead. It's 4-2. As they bat with the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 6th inning. New pitcher for the Dodgers. We saw yesterday, and this time of year where managers want to see pitchers throwing on back-to-back days before the season begins. So Yency Almonte will pitch for a 2nd straight day. Taylor Ward waves through a breaking ball.
Well, there's 2 games so far in this series. He's been really aggressive on the first pitch.
Counts 1 ball, 1 strike. How would you approach a batter in a spot where the bases are loaded? So you're in trouble already, but you've got 2 monsters behind the guy who's at the plate now.
Boy, that first pitch is so important to get a swing. And you hope that one of the 2 is going to be aggressive on the first pitch, because you have to try to get at least part of the strike zone. So you have to have the ability to get a swing and miss with a strike most times here, bases loaded, because you don't want to fall behind. Now you're in trouble. Now you got to groove a fastball.
It's 3 balls and 1 strike on Taylor Ward. This is why this particular spot in the order is one of the best batting spots in all of baseball. You got Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani hitting behind you. Bases loaded on 3-1 pitch. And it's ball 4, a breaking ball from Yency Almonte on 3-1. He walks Taylor Ward to bring home a run. Maybe even worse, now he has to face Mike Trout with the bases loaded.
And Trout overall doesn't swing at the first pitch a lot, but this is one of those times now where after you walk a batter in, you're more apt to get a pitch in the middle part of the plate. You might be hacking.
First pitch strike, very bottom inside corner. Borderline pitch that goes Almonte's way. Trout's got a home run tonight, a 2-run shot in the first. Pops this one up. Shallow right, that's Jason Hayward, the veteran, making the catch. Neto comes down the line, but you're not going to do any sort of challenging to Hayward's arm. He's got a cannon out there, and there's 2 away.
He's seeing him back. Looked like that was going to be it last year. A chance to play with his good friend Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, those two, and they were a wrecking crew when they came up in the Atlanta system. I remember watching them both at AA Mississippi when I was still in the Southern League. Jeremiah Jackson hooks one toward the left field corner, and that's a foul ball. Jackson came in to pinch run for Ohtani after Shohei's last at bat in the 5th inning. And Jason Hayward, who spent the last several years with the Cubs, gave the greatest speech in baseball history to his Cubs teammates before extra innings started in Game 7 of the World Series. Strike 2 to Jackson, and now Hayward looking for one last chance as a Dodger. As he has been informed, he is making the opening day team, so he'll be there on Thursday in LA.
Even though the batting average and production from at the plate has gone down, he's always been an outstanding defender, a run saver out in the outfield.
Two balls, 2 strikes now on Jackson, batting with the bases loaded. This one fouled straight back just underneath me.
You got that play made? There's going to be quite a few baseballs flying in here.
Well, thanks for the warning. Gonna get a net like Harry. Jackson slaps one to right. Hayward started back, comes in and makes the catch. Hayward had to recover after a late break. But he's able to make the grab and end the inning, holding the Angels to just 1 run here in the 6th. Could have been more if this one fell in, but Jason Hayward makes the sliding grab.
Think you'll beat me in So Rare this season?
Bro, you remember I ran the leaderboard last year, right?
I've been doing some scouting in the offseason. Check out these prospects.
All right, I'll trade you a starting pitcher for an outfielder.
What about your Juan Soto?
Or Julio Rodriguez?
Are you sure about that? Are you trading me?
Really? He was your top performer last season.
You know what, man? I'm all set.
Juan Soto. I think you make the right choice.
Call us biased, but if your happy place doesn't have a diner-style burger with 2 all-beef patties, double the cheese, and a brioche bun, it's probably not as happy as it could be. Supersonic Double Stack Cheeseburger. Sonic.
What's your favorite part of a Kit Kat bar? The chocolate?
Nope. The inside.
The wafers?
No, the stuff in between the wafers.
Oh, the in-between stuff.
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. And try a bigger bite with Big Cat.
Heading to a game? The official MLB Ballpark app is the easiest way to access your tickets. Download it for free from the iOS App Store or Google Play. Once logged in with your MLB account, manage your game tickets from the Tickets tab. Meeting friends or family at the stadium? Send tickets directly to their device by selecting the event and tickets you'd like to share. They'll get a notification to sign into the Ballpark app to access their tickets for entry. Enable location services for access to features available at the stadium, including ticket and venue information. And by activating notifications, you'll receive updates, promotions, and exclusive club offers. While you're at the game, use the Home and Team tabs to enhance your experience with information about the ballpark, dining options, games, maps, offers, and more. And capture your visit by adding photos and memories from a fun-filled day at the game. The MLB Ballpark app is your key to your team's stadium. Enjoy the game.
close. Took one into the 8th inning against the A's in that no-hit bid. And Aaron Loop is on the mound for the Angels here in the top of the 7th inning. Angels will get a look at the back end of their bullpen here tonight after Tyler Anderson worked 5 1/3. Jimmy Herget struck out both batters that he faced in the 6th inning. Now Herget comes out in favor of Loop, facing Chris Taylor to begin the 7th.
Say
frisbee slider for a strike.
Jimmy's ready to start the season. Jimmy Herget.
Jimmy Eat World right now. Taylor, it's a high fly, pretty deep to left. That ball is gone. A home run right over the 390 sign. Chris Taylor trying to revive his career after a struggle last season. He's homered in back-to-back games. The Dodgers will run closer. It's now 5-3.
Well, it's got a lot more of the plate lower part of the strike zone against Taylor, and he was ready to drive that one. That's over the 390 sign. Aaron Loop is throwing the ball exceptionally well. Spring training did a nice job at it in the World Baseball Classic for Team USA.
Aaron Loop, he'll be front and center for that Russell Dickerson concert on May 20th here. He was honored to pitch for Team USA in the WBC. Facing Hayward. It's been a struggle for Hayward with the bat over the last several years, really. Came to a head last season with the Cubs. Weak swing there, and that's strike 3 as Hayward punches out. So Loop gets the first out of the inning with a strikeout. Right now, we'll have a quick word from Jack in the Box.
Oreo cookies, cool mint. What's not to like? I guess that it's only here for a limited time.
So 1 out. And Miguel Vargas due to bat. Matt Thaiss has moved to first base for the Angels. And Chad Wallach now doing the catching. One more of these games where we have to scratch up our scorecards and pay attention to mid-inning changes. It all starts off for real on Thursday.
Is it a national holiday yet, opening day?
Should be. A lot of day games on opening day. Going to work's useless on opening day. Should definitely be a national holiday. Bounced on the third baseline. Rendon, the backhand pick. Long throw. No tag applied by Thaiss. Vargas beats out an infield hit. Excellent effort from Rendon. Matt Thaiss almost helped him out coming off the bag to scoop the ball and try to swipe tag Vargas.
What an impressive effort there by Anthony Rendon. He's well out of it behind that bag and still got a lot on that throw, showing the range he has. Always so quick on the release. Impressive. Even though it's a hit, saves it from being a double.
Strike call to David Peralta. Soft bouncer here. Loop's got it. Only play to first. Thaiss holds the bag for the out. Vargas advances to second base, and there's 2 down. Pinch runner has gone in for the Dodgers in place of Vargas. It's that guy.
The thing you're seeing tonight, though, even from that was the first night game. You're seeing the Angels play. Everyone's seeing the baseball a little bit better. Back-to-back, that's what Phil Nevin was saying. The important thing about these 3 games here in the series with the Dodgers, freeway series, is playing some night games to get those eyes acclimated to playing at night.
I agree. I think I needed my eyes acclimated to it. Kind of hazy at Dodger Stadium last night. It's nice and clear tonight here in Anaheim. Eddie Leonard is the pinch runner at second base, in case you were dying to know. 2 balls, no strikes on Outman. Swing and a miss. Good sink on that pitch from Loop.
It's an effective pitch for Aaron Loop against lefties. Just run that one in. You're so used to as a left-handed batter against a lefty reliever, you're always looking away. Whether it's a fastball or breaking balls away, but he's able to throw his fastball and changeup in.
Rounded toward the middle. Neto to the right side of second, retires Outman. And the inning is over. Chris Taylor hit a home run. It's stretch time in Anaheim. 5-3 Halos.
There's a story in every piece of land, written by those who work it, like the Upshots, the Nelsons, and the Caggianos. Run with us and start telling your story.
From tried and true to try something new. So many ways to save. Life ready, wallet happy. That's 365 by Whole Foods Market.
We are connected, engaged, from the moment we rise. We move. We adjust. We learn, explore, relax, and grow together so we're ready to build a better tomorrow. Stay informed throughout your day with the Spectrum News app, exclusively for Spectrum customers.
Fur, you won't faze me. Unlike Zyrtec, Allegra won't make me drowsy.
Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. So take Allegra before allergy symptoms take over you.
And Allegra Hives works from the inside to relieve itching and reduce hives for 24 hours.
You got this, buddy. You got it.
During an asthma attack, every second feels like an eternity. Primatene Mist works fast. It's clinically shown to open airways quickly. Get the #1 FDA-approved over-the-counter asthma inhaler. Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again.
Come on, enough with the peanuts. Half the infield's allergic. And what is the shortstop doing in the outfield? See, this is the problem with the shift. Nobody's in their positions anymore. That's why I'm excited about Major League Baseball. They're putting limits on the shift. It's going to create more athleticism, more action. Game's going to be amazing this year. Kids, I love you to death, but come on now. Spread out. I need a little water, a little dry on the peanut.
Opening day home opener here in the Blue Jays.
It's a good Toronto team that hopes to have a say in the American League East. You know, the Yankees have come out of spring training with 3/5 of their starting rotation gone. Evan Phillips, the new pitcher for the Dodgers. Ties up Rendon on a pitch over the inside corner. The Yankees suffering injuries to Carlos Rodon, Frankie Montas, and now Luis Severino.
I watched a couple games where Severino was throwing the ball really, really well, too.
And the Angels will actually be in New York early in the season. Toward the mid to late part of April, the Angels will be at Yankee Stadium, so you could see a Yankee team that's a bit depleted in terms of starting pitching. Again, inside to Rendon, and it's 2-2 from Phillips, who was just remarkable last year. Really became the Dodgers' best reliever, had a 1.14 ERA in 64 games. Rendon with a high pop-up toward the Dodger dugout, but it hits the screen. Phillips had spent some time with Atlanta, with Baltimore. Really was going nowhere as an Oriole. Found a home with the Dodgers. And we talked earlier about Syndergaard hoping for a revival now that he's in Dodger blue. Well, Evan Phillips got one when he became a Dodger, and he is Dave Roberts' go-to guy right now in that bullpen. Rendon, a late swing, and that's why that net is there above the dugout. Dave Roberts was ready to duck.
He's pointing over. The field is this way.
Rendon called for timeout after that swing, so he's settling down the box. It's a bouncer up the middle. Tough play, and it won't be made. That'll be a base hit for Anthony Rendon, his 3rd tonight. Luke Williams, who was at 3rd base earlier, now at 2nd base, unable to make that play.
like that's the night for Anthony Rendon. A very good night at the plate.
Definitely a good night for Anthony. Hope his daughter's feeling better after she suffered a broken arm over the weekend.
Yeah, told me today earlier that she's doing better.
Pinch runner is in there for Rendon at first. Hunter Renfroe at the plate. There's a screamer for a base hit into left center field. A lot of speed moving around the bases right now. It's Gregorio being held at third. Osmi Gregorio pinch running for Rendon, and Gregorio was flying.
I was like, wow, how quickly he got around there. I mean, that speed, picks it up, picking up. Has him in a third just in case with any kind of a bobble. He was going all the way around.
It's like Willie Mays Hayes jumping out of bed to win that race in Major League. This came out of nowhere.
Good swing there for Hunter Renfroe after getting some pitches in on the handle of the bat by Syndergaard against him. Got the barrel out on that one.
Well, runners on the corners with nobody out. Evan Phillips has given up a couple of base hits now.
Boy, that was 110.8 miles per hour exit velocity by Hunter Renfroe on that one, so he was on that one.
He hit it hard. Here's Drury, who has 2 base hits tonight as well. Angels have 12 hits. That's the thing about bullpens. You just never know, right? You know, Phillips had a great year last year, and the Dodgers are hoping he does again this year, but you don't really know what the relievers are going to do from one year to the next. There's a strike to Drury. Osmi Gregorio ran first to third in 7.4 seconds. It's quick.
I would say.
There's strike 3 called to Drury. And there's one away here in the 7th. Register your little angel for the 2023 Junior Angels Kids Club. Presented by OC Waste and Recycling. Members receive 4 ticket vouchers, a drawstring bag, shirt, and more for only $20 plus shipping. Visit angels.com/juniorangels today. Kids at the ballpark tonight. The batter will be Matt Thaiss. I guess Phillips had some issues with PitchCom as he needed to chat with his catcher. Dodgers have put a new catcher in there behind the plate. I believe it's Hunter Fiducia. There's a strike to Thaiss.
Quite a few regulars for the Angels only playing deep into this game.
And there's another strike. Cutter over the outside corner from Phillips.
Now here with 2 strikes and a man in scoring position, all you're trying to do is make sure you get a pitch you can hit in the air here now. Get deep enough to get that run home. Timeout there for Thaiss. He thought that pitch was off the plate, so he's trying to figure out exactly where he's going to be able to get a pitch to make good contact with here now.
Don't need to do much to get Gregorio home from third with the way he can run. Popped up. Let's see if there's a tag situation here. No need as the ball ends up out of play.
7.4 seconds from first to third. Wow.
He's got wheels. Willie Wilson.
Oh yes. Great strides. Effortless.
Do you ever race with Willie Wilson?
No.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Who do you think was faster, Willie Wilson or Bo?
That's a good question. Bo was louder. if that makes sense, running.
Yeah, the freight train with him.
Yes. But Willie had just a graceful stride, almost like Shohei Ohtani's type stride, where you don't even realize how fast they're going because it's effortless. But Bo wasn't. It was like a freight train. He was so fast, though.
Still 1-2 as Theis fouls one away. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Phillips gets back-to-back strikeouts after allowing runners to reach first and third to start this inning. And now Dave Roberts doing what he likes to do, make mid-inning pitch changes in a spring training game. So Phillips is on his way out, still 5-3 Angels.
Attention, this is an important message. If you suffer from lower back pain, hip pain, and shooting pain down your legs, you could be experiencing a sciatic nerve pain attack. Now, researchers have discovered a simple switch to instantly turn your pain off. It's called Be Active Plus, the ingenious acupressure system that applies gentle targeted compression to turn off sciatic nerve pain signals for instant relief. Just slip it on, adjust the strap, and the pain is gone.
Oh, wow. It's like a button just turned the pain off.
Wow, I can feel the pain relief already.
The pain is gone.
I feel a lot of relief already.
Sciatica is an excruciating pain that radiates from your lower back down into your legs. But simply apply Be Active Plus to the trigger point on the calf just below your knee and live, work, and be pain-free.
The instant I put it on, it was like an immediate relief. I was able to stand up straighter. Oh my God, this thing really works.
The secret is the AcuPoint pressure pad that applies gentle targeted compression to the trigger point so the pain is turned off. In fact, it works so well, the FDA cleared Be Active Plus as a medical device.
With Be Active Plus, it can help apply pressure to the trigger point on the side of the calf to help relieve sciatica.
Wear it while walking, playing with the kids. Plus, it can be worn discreetly under clothes. Be Active Plus is the revolutionary drug-free way to make sciatic nerve pain go away. Call or go online to order your Be Active Plus acupressure system for the special TV discount price of just $29.99. If you don't begin to get instant relief, send it back and owe nothing. But to make this the most pain-free offer on TV, you can get a second one. Just pay a separate fee. Call or log on to buybeactiveplus.com. Order now.
Dodgers change pitchers. Brusdar Graterol will be on the mound for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 7th. Alongside Mark Gubicza. I'm Wayne Randazzo.
What's going on, man?
How are you?
Fantastic. This hanging out with you right here. Can't get any better than that.
Just having a good time here at the Big A.
Yeah, it's
good
big
to be
crowd here tonight.
Great crowd.
The view even coming into our booth here with the snow on the mountains, just, beyond the stadium here, it was a lot of fun just to feel at home again.
Yeah, beautiful night here in Anaheim. We're excited to be back here for the first time of many times in 2023. First pitch swinging Zach Neto with a fly ball down the right field line. It's foul. Hayward went after it, couldn't reach it.
Neto ready for a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, first pitch.
Neto has crushed the ball tonight. He hit a ball 107 miles an hour that somehow Miguel Rojas scooped on one hop. Then he had a 108-mile-an-hour double. So Neto has smoked the ball on this one. He'll try to again here. And instead, the ball smokes him.
Especially that hard of a fastball. It's a tough one. If he's okay on that.
98 miles an hour. Graterol hits Neto with a pitch. And you worry about the hand in a situation like this. Kind of got him on the wrist.
Especially for that arm angle that Graterol throws, it kind of slings it in there, so it's tough to be able to read it off the head of his hand.
And Neto's going to shake it off for now and stay in the game. The bases will be loaded here. Chad Wallach will bat against Gratterall with the bases loaded. These games here at the end of spring training, all you want to do is get through them without any sort of injury. As Wallach takes a strike. And so close now to opening day.
Yeah.
It's 3 days away. I just want to be whole by then, as Gratterall fired toward home plate after Wallach called timeout. And the home plate umpire, Mark Ripperger, almost took that ball off the ankle, telling Gratterall to pay attention.
Yeah, a lot of the guys playing deep in the game. You might see guys getting a few at bats tomorrow just to be ready, keep the timing going.
Two balls and a strike on Wallach. See if the Angels can extend their lead here in the 7th. There's a strike. And Gratterall gets even. Gratterall can run it up there to triple digits. Check swing.
See how tough of an batter will be for a right-handed batter against him. The way that arm angle he throws with the movement running in on the right-handed batter.
Wallach gets a piece to stay alive.
So Phillips on deck. This is that baseball into the stands.
Gonna launch it over the screen.
Well, you said he had a good arm.
Wallach a late swing as he was able to foul it into the upper deck. Wallach battling with the bases loaded. And there's ball 3. So now the runners will get a head start on a 3-2 pitch.
I feel like he'll throw a slider. It looks like he can control his slider a little bit better than his fastball with that movement.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Wallach strikes out. And the Angels leave the bases loaded in a scoreless 7th.
Meet Ultimate Hybrid, advanced ceramic and wax technology. The best of both worlds, but better. Only from Mothers.
From friends coming over to moms coming over. So many ways to save. Life ready, wallet happy. That's 365 by Whole Foods Market.
4 delicious pieces of chocolate. 3 crisp wafers. 2 layers of sweet Kit Kat filling. 1 incredible break. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Now served up in birthday cake.
Your first home sees a lot of firsts. From first loves to first steps. Sure, it can be a handful at times, keeping you up at night.
Come on now.
But you'll keep learning.
Thank you very much.
And finding the confidence to create the first place you call your own.
It's a glorious time for baseball. The reigning champs are back and restacked. Others are back for redemption. The award winners have returned, as have the record breakers. There are new faces, familiar faces, and painted faces. Trout, Scherzer, Soto, Ramirez, and the rest. They're ready to play, while fans are ready to cheer.
The crowd comes alive.
Opening week on MLB Network.
All the optimism and enthusiasm of postseason dreams.
Live games, look-ins, and coverage all week long. Yes, it is a glorious time for baseball.
It is the 8th inning here at Angels Stadium, and we will see Jose Quijada on the mound. Thank you, Patrick, and my man Bobby V on the post-game show coming up with Patrick O'Neill. Following the broadcast here is Quijada, the man they call spicy. He was pretty spicy in the World Baseball Classic, I will say.
Yeah, he had some energy.
Well, the jersey all the way down to the bottom. Quijada fires upstairs for ball one to Luke Williams. Quijada's Venezuelan jersey was unbuttoned all the way down to the very bottom. As Williams sends one deep to left, this one's going to go. It's a one-run game thanks to a home run by Luke Williams.
This ends up being a pretty important outing here now for Jose Quijada since coming back from the World Baseball Classic. He hasn't been as crisp as far as where he wants to throw his pitches. Fastball velocity 92, 93. Upstairs, he lives upstairs with success with his four-seam fastball. This was lower, about thigh high, and Williams on that one. Slider is a pitch he's thrown quite a bit in spring training before going to the WBC. But he's got to be able to get that high fastball working, get up there 94, 96 range.
He was throwing high 90s during the World Baseball Classic. It was such a highly intense environment that Quijada seemed to rise up to, which is good. That one sails over the head of Fiducia, but you also have to bring it back as well and still be able to handle pitching in any sort of environment when you're a big league pitcher. There's a strike on 3-0 to Hunter Fiducia.
Also will throw an occasional changeup, slider or something he was working on towards the end of the season, carried into the offseason, into spring training.
Swing and a miss, strike three. Fiducia punched out on a high fastball by Quijada.
And that's the pitch where Quijada got so many swing and miss and strikeouts, and a high fastball that rides it above the strike zone. A high percentage of swing and miss on his four-seam fastball. But when it's down in the strike zone, he doesn't have as much success. It's above the strike zone. It's very good. There's a good changeup.
Batter is Damon Keith. He drives one toward the left field corner. That is a foul ball.
Now you go back to last year. You don't see this too often. Four-seam fastball whiff percentage of just under 33%. But it has to be that one upper part of the strike zone or just above it. Now with two strikes, you wonder if he'll try to get that fastball above the zone here.
Line drive, base hit for Damon Keith as he goes the other way. A couple of hard hit balls against Quijada here in the eighth.
And you saw the target that Chad Wallach was setting, and he wanted that elevated fastball. It got a lot more of the plate and lower. Became hittable. He wants that at the upper part of the strike zone or above, especially with two strikes. You don't want to hit that much of the plate with two strikes.
So the Dodgers threatening. The Angels have led all night. Swing and a miss by Kyle Nevin. As Phil's son gets a plate appearance. They're at Dad's ballpark now in the top of the eighth inning.
So that's two changeups, and it's bad. Again, 0-2. Does he try to elevate a high fastball, or does he try another changeup out of the strike zone?
Went to the high fastball and strikes out Kyle Nevin. So two hard hit balls, but also two strikeouts now in the inning for Jose Quijada. Now he'll have to deal with Chris Taylor.
So this becomes interesting at bat here now. But Chris Taylor has historically been a guy that hits, even though it was a lower fastball he hit out earlier, but he's a good high fastball hitter. So you start him off another breaking ball or changeup.
Check swing on a slider. And Taylor does get called for a strike. Popped up, playable on the infield. It's the second baseman Drury to end the inning. Quijada gave up the leadoff homer, but he holds the lead. It's a one-run advantage for the Halos.
MLB Tonight's spring training coverage. An inside look at baseball's top prospects and biggest stars. And see which teams have the tools to win it all. After the game, only on MLB Network.
Vodka soda?
With lime.
Vodka cranberry?
With orange.
Really, Mama?
If you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen.
But this is my house.
But this is my kitchen, and I know what the people want. What's the next drink?
Whatever you want.
You know what's great? New hands-free stretch fit Skechers slip-ins. You just step in and go, and they stretch for the perfect fit. I wonder what else I could stretch. Now that's a strike zone. Try new stretch fit Skechers slip-ins.
Catch spring training action Tuesday on MLB Network. At noon Eastern, it's Yankees Nationals. Then the White Sox take on the Cubs at 3. Followed at 9 by Dodgers Angels. All on MLB Network.
Which they still hold, although it's a slimmer lead now, 5-4. As we reach the bottom of the 8th inning, Brett Phillips will bat for the first time tonight. If this game were one that really counted in the wins and losses columns, as Phillips faces Caleb Ferguson here, we talk a little bit more about the Angels leaving men on base tonight.
No, even going back to the home runs we did show with Trout and Ward, when you go back to that hot start for the Angels all the way up to mid-May, those two at the top of the order were crushing the baseball. They were on base, their slugging percentage, tops in the game.
It's going to be a big deal to have a mostly healthy roster. And that includes Jared Walsh, going to start the year on the IL. If you missed that earlier, Walsh has been experiencing headaches, insomnia, and he's just trying to get his head right before he digs into the long season. So he'll take a couple of weeks away from the team in Utah. And he's hooked up with some doctors and a program that should be able to get him on track.
Well, we had some really, really solid at-bats in spring training down in Tempe, especially late in spring training.
Max Stassi also will begin the year on the IL as he battles a sore hip. Logan O'Hoppe will be the opening day catcher on Thursday in Oakland. So good opportunity for the young catching prospect to catch Ohtani. Phillips with a bouncer to first. It backs up on Kyle Nevin. Now he's racing to the bag, and he beats Phillips by a half step for the out.
See how quick Phillips is going down the line. Use all that speed to be able to get that foot just before Phillips touched the bag. The lefty on the mound, you're going to be a little bit later getting to the bag. You're going to take that yourself. Nice play.
So one down, and the batter is Jordan Adams. We were mentioning it earlier, what a year of development has done for guys like Jordan Adams and Jeremiah Jackson, some of those mid-range prospects the Angels have.
When Torrey Hunter was in camp, he was all smiles when he was talking about Jordan Adams. Things he has accomplished already.
It'll be an interesting year for those guys, Adams and Jackson. Jackson's on deck right here as they go back to the minor leagues and try to get stronger and become better and try to get to a point where they are ready to make some impact on the big league team down the road. Pitch clock violation on Caleb Ferguson, so that makes the count 2-2. And now it's 3-2. Hot line drive to right. Hayward falls down and still was able to make a juggling catch.
I have no idea how he made that play. Lost it in that bank of lights. When you hit it on the line as a right fielder, it's a tough play. Came sliding in, and baseball fell in the glove, and then he was able to catch it on the pop-up.
Caleb Ferguson appreciates the acrobatics of Hayward. No big deal. Blow the bubble.
Good swing, though, for Jordan Adams.
He hit that ball hard and almost got a base hit out of it if it weren't for Jason Hayward's ability to successfully juggle.
I like seeing that from Hunter Renfroe going right over to Jordan Adams. A good swing. It's invaluable for a young hitter to get these opportunities, but also be around some veterans and saying and getting those words of encouragement.
Two balls and a strike on Jeremiah Jackson. Jackson couldn't hold up, swinging through a high fastball. And it's a 1-2, 3/8. We head to the ninth inning. Angels trying to hold a one-run lead.
It's a glorious time for baseball. The reigning champs are back and restacked. Others are back for redemption. The award winners have returned, as have the record breakers. There are new faces, familiar faces, and painted faces. Trout, Scherzer, Soto, Ramirez, and the rest. They're ready to play, while fans are ready to cheer.
The crowd comes alive.
Opening week on MLB Network.
All the optimism and enthusiasm of postseason dreams.
Live games, look-ins, and coverage all week long. Yes, it is a glorious time for baseball.
Cesar Valdez is on the mound for the Angels to try to finish this game. Valdez kind of ageless at this point, 38 years old. There's Matt Wise trying to talk Jose Quijada through his outing. Quijada gave up a home run. Still ended up with a couple of strikeouts. Angels league got a little smaller. They've been 5-3 until the homer Quijada allowed to Luke Williams. Dodgers have hit 4 solo home runs tonight.
I'm just looking at that. This their hand gestures about riding that fastball upstairs. They missed a couple pitches that weren't at the upper part or above the strike zone, and that's why they had some good swings against them. But I like the fact that he uses changeup. Even threw a pretty good slider. As he uses his slider more and more, that'll make that four-seam fastball even more effective. That's a pretty good changeup there and curveball combo for Valdez.
That's really the bread and butter pitch for Valdez, is his changeup. Hayward swings and misses, strike 3. One away in the ninth. Now a quick word from Kia.
That's a couple really good changeups in a row. Good arm action with it.
Cesar Valdez strikes out the first batter he sees here in the ninth. Bouncing ball off the bat of Eddie's Leonard as he's thrown out at first. 2 quick outs for Cesar Valdez here in the top of the ninth. Brandon Drury handling that. He's played the whole game out there at second base. In the full 9 innings here tonight. Now 2 away, and the batter David Peralta. Cesar Valdez did have some closing experience with the Orioles a few years ago. Gets into an even count here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Peralta with a looping fly ball. Should be playable. Adams is there, and the Angels win it. They defeat the Dodgers 5-4 on the backs of some early home runs. Mike Trout and Taylor Ward went deep early on in this one. And the Halos say goodnight to the Dodgers with a 5-4 win here at Angel Stadium, the first game in Anaheim this year. It'll be for real pretty soon. Just one more exhibition game before opening day in Oakland. And the Angels put it together tonight to hold off their SoCal rivals, the Dodgers, in a 5-4 ball game here this evening.
Yeah, Wayne, a lot to like today. The offense came to life. It's multi-hits from a number of different batters in the lineup. We started with Taylor Ward and Mike Trout with the home runs. Rendon a big game. Drury the same. So a lot of balance in the lineup. Tyler Anderson did a nice job starting the game. Good bullpen work. Solid game there. Guys are seeing and getting acclimated to night games.